Hello and thanks for watching. Today I'm making some postcards. I'm using Canvas Corp Brands postcard paper from their store. This postcard comes in a 12 by 12 sheet paper and you get 6 of these postcards. They're 4 inches by 6 inches, so they're perfect for a 4 by 6 picture to put on the front, which is what I did. These are a few photos I took myself. Back when we lived in Washington, they had a beautiful garden, Manitou gardens, and in the spring they just had gorgeous flowers. So when I was using learning to use my camera, I would just go there and take pictures of the flowers, and I've always wanted to do something with those pictures, so this gave me the perfect opportunity. So I'm just going to show you how I did this. First of all, you take your Canvas Corp postcard. So like I said, it was a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and I cut them all out, so I ended up with 6 of these. I did a little experimenting on 2 of them and they didn't turn out the way I wanted, so I'm making a set of 4 today. So I'm taking my postcard. You want to decorate this side, and I just took a piece of scrap fabric. This is just some, I don't know, I found it at a thrift store somewhere on sale, but I know Canvas Corp has some really great canvas fabrics and burlaps and lace and just a ton of things that would work for this and look really great. So I cut it a little bit bigger than 4 by 6, so I wanted to make sure that it would completely cover the front. And then I printed out my 4 by 6 paper. So my printer, for some reason, puts this nice little white border on my pictures, and I'm still trying to figure out how to not have that. But it was okay for this project because I want to cut down my picture a little bit smaller than the fabric, so you get a little of that fabric peeking through. So I'm just going to trim down my picture to take off that white edge. Trim off all 4 sides. So now my picture is a little bit smaller than my fabric here. So what I want to do is to make sure it all stays in place while I sew it, which is how I'm going to attach it to the front, is I'm taking my adhesive, and this is Tombo's Stamp Runner Dot adhesive, and I just want to put down a little bit just to make sure it stays while I'm sewing it. So cover that, and then put some on the back of my picture. And make sure while you're gluing it down that you get the right side up, because I accidentally did that once. So make sure your picture is the right side up and your postcard is the right side up. So then you just stick that down, and I'm going to take it over to my sewing machine. So now I'm back and I have my postcard all sewn together. I do want to mention, when you are sewing your postcard, remember that you have a layer of paper, a layer of fabric, and a picture. So you might really have to help move your postcard through the sewing machine, because I know mine would kind of get stuck in one place. So I really had to kind of push it along, but it didn't hurt my sewing machine at all, and I just really loved that detail of the stitched border. So now I just want to take my scissors and I'm going to trim off the fabric here. I don't mind if a little bit is overhanging on the sides, because I think that just adds to the overall look, but you don't want too much. You can probably see right here where my sewing machine got a little bit jammed, and so I have a nice little knot of thread. So really do help it through your sewing machine. Alright. So here's my set of 4 postcards, and I really like them. I think you could give them as a set for maybe Mother's Day or someone's birthday, or if you just wanted to send one out yourself, you could use, you know, scenic photos, or if you're sending something to grandparents, send a photo of your kids. There's a lot of great uses for it. And if you were worried about your photo getting damaged in the mail, you could also just go ahead and put this in an envelope and mail it like you would a regular card. But I thought, for my set of postcards right here, I thought it would be kind of nice to sort of make it into a boxed set, maybe give as a gift. So I've been playing around with my scoreboard and some paper, and I kind of figured out some dimensions to make a box to put these in. So this is a sample one that I was playing around with, and I came up with the dimensions that helps them to just slip in there just perfectly. So I'm going to show that with you, or share that with you right now. So what I did is I just took a regular let's see, yeah, it's 8.5 by 11, standard size piece of paper. And lengthwise, you want to use all 11 inches. So you can do this, and I'm planning to do this with some 12 by 12 pattern paper and then decorate the box and everything too. So you can absolutely do that, but I'm just using this 8.5 by 11 sheet of plain paper just to show you where to do the score lines right now. So I have it marked out. You want to use all 11 inches, so you're just going to be 11 inches long. So I marked out where to score first. You want to score along 4 inches. And this will create this front right here. And then you want to score at 4 1/4. And what that does is it gives you a little bit of room on the bottom so that you can slip in your postcards easily. And then after 4 1/4, you want to go over to 8.5 and score there. And this will be the back of your envelope. And then you want to do 8 3/4. And this is this side right here for the top. And then what's left over is this little flap here. So if you wanted to go ahead and cut like a nice little scallop design or make it triangle or something, feel free to go ahead and do that. Even just rounding the corners, just make it look a little more finished, that would be great too. So then you want to turn it this way, and this way you're only making 2 score lines, so this way is a little bit easier. So you just want to score at 1/4. And then you want to score at 6 3/4. And then at 7. Make sure you make your score lines really deep so it folds easy. So these quarter inch pieces here, they're going to be the flaps on this side. So this little strip on this side, you actually don't need that at all. So go ahead and take your paper trimmer and just cut that right off. And you could save this to do like maybe a little matchbox notebook or something. That would be cute. And I actually just made a mistake. I cut off the little flap on that side that I'm supposed to have. So ignore that. Make sure you watch when you're cutting, but I'll show you how to fold it anyway. We can do it on one side. So go ahead and pre-fold your score lines to make it easier to put it all together. And then you can go ahead and fold the side. And I just fold them all in. I just feel like it's easier that way. So then you want to take your scissors and right on these little lines here, you want to cut those so that you have a little flap. And do it here as well. And actually, on this side, this is your front cover right here, you don't need this on the side at all. So go ahead and just cut that off. Oops. Can't even cut straight today. And pretend that I have this side, do the same thing on that side. So when you're ready to adhere it together, go ahead and take your adhesive, and I'm using my Tombow dot runner again, dot stamp runner adhesive, and put down a pretty generous layer of adhesive all along here, because you do want it to stay wet. And then fold it up. Fold this side in, fold in your little flap, and then fold this little flap over the top. Might have to monkey with it a little bit. And you really only need adhesive on the flap that is on the outside, because if you put adhesive in the inside, like I just did, sorry for all the mistakes, I'm a little nervous on camera. So if you put adhesive on the inside, your postcards might stick. So only put it on this and the little flap. But pretend like I have this side as well, and you would just fold that, and then you have your envelope. So just like this one came out. Then you could take it and embellish it. I might, when I make one that coordinates with the postcards, I might actually even sew some more canvas on the front to kind of just make it look the same. But I don't know, I haven't decided yet. So hopefully that has given you some ideas on what to do with some of your photos and some of Canvas Corp's fun postcard papers. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.